Good alumni page, right?
Wait, one second. Let me put the volume up.
Okay.
I'm listening. I'm
You
good.
know on our youth bid alumni page, right? It's for that Zoom meet. It's asking for a password.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
How did you find this one?
Because this was in my email.
Ooh, Jay.
JRX 36. Tune in. The Black
Alexandra.
Hey,
what up?
do you know?
We talk a little bit about friendship, love, and purpose. Friendship has everything to do with aura. Love is a more, and purpose is about saving time. I am JRX 36, and today we are doing a box in the box. Box in the box. This is from way back when, November 19, 2020, bi-weekly meeting one. There's a method, there's a reason.
Know that on our youth bid alumni page, right?
Wait, one second. Let me put the volume up.
Okay.
I'm listening. I'm
You
good.
know on our youth bid alumni page, right? It's for that Zoom meet. It's asking for a password.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
How did you find this one?
Because this was in my email.
Ooh, Jaden. Shoot.
So I don't know if you know people. I don't know if they've been trying to
Jaden saw everything, so I hit up Jaden. Yo,
log on or trying to use it. No one's posted it to our page yet, but I know I just noticed that.
Okay, 1 second. Let me have Jaden.
Okay.
All right. Jay, can you it's saying it's asking for a password. So if anything, let's just put the password on the youth alumni page now. That way, or edit it or something, make it so that that is visible. Let's see. Not that one. The last post that I made.
Yep, with the.
Okay. So maybe if you click on that. You click on it.
So we went way back.
Do you know the password? Can you find it on
meetings? This is. Oh, I could always go like this. This is the first bi-weekly meeting for the Youth Bit Alumni United page, and
then just put it on there.
Yeah, just
that's okay.
You'll get an idea of how it all started.
Any idea? You could just.
I know, but is that that's just for tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, I can like just.
Okay, do what you gotta do.
Man, Jay.
So which one?
Let's edit that one right here.
Himself.
So then everything else will work. Yes. Is it always the same meeting ID and passcode?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Is that purposeful, or that's just the way it is?
That's purposeful.
Okay, cool. How was your day, Alexandra?
It was actually good. It was good. It went really good.
You work from home, right?
Yep, I worked from home earlier today, and then I got out when I got your message. I was actually finishing up at Walmart.
Looks good.
Okay, go ahead and save it. And then let's create a new post, like post it right now, of the same information. It's easier. You can just go and copy it. You got it.
He's gonna be a pro. He already a pro.
Listen, he does all my tech. He don't even understand the level of ease I got in my life, because it's like, everything that I think about and I've been working on is like he could do right now.
That's what's up.
So it's like in my absence, he could just pick right up and continue. So, but he gets to do it his way, the next generation. So he's more, he's into this technology thing. I got to the point where like, I couldn't keep up with technology anymore. You know, it requires a lot of attention to keep up with all these
I didn't want to keep up with technology more. It requires too much time and attention. Time that was better used thinking about a master plan.
apps and programs or whatever. So it's been good to be able to like just not think about technology and have someone that I can count on.
Right.
However, you know, I do rely on him heavily for technology. So he probably gets annoyed every now and then. He doesn't tell me that though. He does everything happily. But you know, I keep like I'll ask him to do things for me that I should already know how to do or that I already know how to do. But you know, since I haven't been thinking about technology, it's easier for him to just do it in a minute. So okay, well,
Being
we'll
efficient.
see what happens. You know, that's too bad that that happened. Either way, we did send the meeting in email, so hopefully, you know, it'll be what it is. But it's me and you here, so let's go ahead and do this agenda.
Okay.
You know? And
Let's get it
we'll
started.
see where it goes. We'll run it, and then we'll talk about it, and we'll adjust and go from there.
Okay.
All right. So introduction.
That's what it's about. No pressure, no stress. You know what I'm saying? One day at a time, doing your best.
Well, good. How about you introduce yourself?
I am. We can still kind of follow it along if you want.
Yeah, because you know some people might want to choose to watch it, and this is the official meeting, so we can conduct official business.
So are we live right now or
Yeah, we live.
on Facebook?
No, just on Zoom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I am Alexandra. I am located here in Southern Illinois. I am really a part of a youth build. I'm a teacher's aide for youth build, and I'm also a student as well. And I am in partnership with Julian. And I mean, I don't know, like for a new beginning. I'm really focusing on my career goals and things of that nature and stuff. And everything is aligning out for my future because the career field that I'm looking to go into is actually what I am in right now as part of being an AmeriCorps member. One of the things I like to do, like in my spare time, is I like to write. But I guess you'll get to know me as we progress through this meeting.
Like any expectations that you have, like, so what would you like to see come out of this Youth Build Alumni United page?
Success.
What is success
I would like to be able to become successful as being a part of this, and as well as I would like another expectation is I would like individuals who also that are looking to be a part of this to become successful as well as to whatever position they become a part of. And I'm not just talking about just becoming successful within the group. I'm talking about educational knowledge wise. I want us all to become successful. So my expectations is one for me and one for everyone else.
Okay, so successful like in just life in general, not just
in your career as well as your overall life, because I understand what actually brought me to being a part of this. We kind of started off with the story of ourselves, and that kind of initiated me in being a part of this. And when I seen that it's basically more than that, and I can gain more from that in my career path, as far as school and in my personal life. So like all around the border, I'm getting knowledge, which is very beneficial and helpful, as well as support for me as well. So that's kind of what it is.
Okay. So I'll go ahead now. My name is Julian Ramirez. I'm a graduate of Youth Build Chattanooga.
JRX 36.
Let's see. I live in Florida now. Fort Myers, Florida. Oh, Cape Coral, Florida. Not too far from Fort Myers. I used to live in Fort Myers. Now I'm Cape Coral. And expectations. So I'm not one to like want to expect things because I think that things happen. However, I'm gonna answer the question. And I expect this page to like, eventually make an impact. I expect us to get organized. Look who it is. How are you?
I'm great.
So good to see you.
Yo, good to see you too.
Yeah. So we were just getting started, like if it was a full room, So, but since you just joined us and me and Alexandra have been talking, like, how about you introduce yourself to Alexandra?
Hi, Alexandra.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good.
No pressure, just pop in the room. You're already meeting people. My bad. Some people might want to like chill out for a minute before they gotta like come live and
I graduated Youth Build in Washington, D.C., I believe in 2007.
Your old head.
Yes.
Stop doing that, Julia. You be calling everybody old. Stop it.
You went to 2000s, you old head, and you feel years.
Yeah. So yeah, that was 2007. I haven't been in touch with anybody from Youth Build other than Annette on Facebook for quite some time. I've kind of been off the grid, and I just came on because I was like, I have no idea what's going on. I mean, I have read what you said about the shutdown, about the Youth Build alumni page. But other than that, than what you wrote, I'm not sure what else has been going on since then. I kind of like after Youth Build, I spent some time, yeah, going to the National Alumni, um, the retreats we had, and after that, yeah, I went onto another program called Year Up.
Okay, you did Europe?
Yeah,
Were you as a participant?
yes.
Oh, I'm interested to hear about that. Doesn't have to be now, but I definitely want to hear about that.
Yeah, and so I went, and the thing with Youth Build is that after I graduated Youth Build, I wanted to become a civil engineer. I went to college and I found that path to be really hard because I couldn't, for some reason, like I didn't have anyone that had gone down that path before. And of course, coming from a GED and trying to get your college education, it was a real struggle trying to like, because I wasn't used to, like, I had to take a bunch of pre-classes that I didn't know I'd have to take once I got into community college. And I don't know, I just went through, like, I just realized, yeah, I came, like, my friend did Year Up and she said, you would be great for this. The only thing is that instead of doing civil engineering, you could switch over to software and do IT. And that's where I've been for the last couple of years. I've worked at Capital One, and now I'm working as a test engineer, and now I'm at NPR as an iOS developer. So that's
what?
An iOS developer.
Okay.
Okay.
On their iOS mobile app.
Go ahead.
Nice.
Awesome.
I'd like to hear more about that at some point. Like you full of interesting stories over there and expand.
How's that going for you, Sandra?
I think I think going from a corporate environment, which was Capital One, and going to an like nonprofit again, like it just felt I don't know. I felt like at NPR there were a lot more opportunities for me. And the mobile team is so small, and people are like very nice, and it's a lot of things that I had to learn on the job, and I'm still learning, and I have a great team and people that are like mentors and help me and like
awesome
through coding with me, and they're just very patient and very understanding, and with everything going on, I think our whole team has been like, you know, if you need to take the time and take a day off here or there, or you need to like just reset, you know, and like, or try to deal with everything going on, trying to do that. So it's been going really well.
Are you still in DC?
Yeah.
Nice.
How is it out there? I've never really traveled like over to like DC, Florida. I've been to Georgia. I used to live in Tennessee. I've been like Louisiana, Mississippi, over in that area, but I've never came over to that way before.
Well, it's pretty gentrified. A lot of people from different places. But yeah, it's it's still some places that I thought would stay open for a while have now closed, and so we've been going through a lot of that, and just counting successes with my friends who have managed to like stay here and be able to, you know, like afford it and stuff. But yeah, just it's been up and down here, but and it's been hectic and busy and crazy out there, you know.
Alexandra, you want to introduce yourself to her?
Sure. I am Alexandra. My story is a little different. I'm actually a AmeriCorps member as a teacher's aide at a Youth Build right now. And that's where it's here in Illinois. So I am a student too as well, a college student as well as a GED student. But I'm not taking any college course classes this semester only because I'm trying to complete my GED. But I do have college course credits. I have partnership with Julian for professional development within the Youth Build program that I'm in for my students, because he has a lot of knowledge, experience, as well as everything. I personally didn't go through a Youth Build program, but I'm a part of it as being an AmeriCorps member. My expectations for this is to become successful with Youth Build knowledge, as well as for anyone who else is a part of this, is to get some type of form of success, whether it's for personal, educational, career-wise. I mean, when we meet and stuff, I want it to be successful meetings and things like that of that nature. I have one son, and I'm a lifelong learner. I love to write. I was just recently a writer for our school newspaper for campus, but since I got this AmeriCorps position, I'm not writing for the newspaper at this time, but I do it for fun still, and I'm in the process of getting started on my book that I'll be writing. So.
And then the idea behind the book is that it's going to be an opportunity for her to share like her personal story, which kind of like is a bridge to what, you know, we're trying to get started here with this Youth Build alumni page. Go charge it. Excuse me. So it's an opportunity to like for her to be able to write a book, share her story. And then we can use it as an example for other people that want to share their stories, you know, within the alumni network or even. So basically, let me just give you an intro to what's going on, Sandra. The idea behind the Youth Build Alumni United is for alumni to get organized and do something for us, by us. So this isn't like associated with Youth Build USA. And it's also open to people that are not part of Youth Build. So that's where the alliance part comes in. In my vision, like it's about people first. So that's kind of like the motto of the Youth Build Alumni United, that we're going to focus on people first, brand second. And all that means is like, whenever there's conflict or anything, what's most important is the person, not protecting like the name of an organization or anything like that. And then to move in down the agenda, So what I'm kind of just trying to commit, like I've committed to come live every day until the ball gets rolling. And it's been me and Alexandra for the most part. We've had like Nick drop in the first meeting. We had like Ellie and Nat and some other people that you're familiar with, Mike Springer. But I've just been focusing on trying to like build a solid foundation. So Alexandra has been joining me in the lives. So basically we've just been kind of brainstorming and talking it out. We've divided like how to be involved into like 3 categories. And I kind of posted some of that on the alumni page. And then the way I look at it is like, some people might want to be a part of it and they just want to share their story. So we want to make ourselves available to be able to support people to do that. That's it. Can you watch them, baby? So we want to be able to support people to be able to share their stories. My baby distracted me right now. Usually I go give him attention, you know, so I'm trying to do this without, he's having a tragic moment. The cell phone battery depleted and now the phone's off. So like, it's like the end of the world. So yeah, so the story itself is supposed to be like the easiest way to be involved. You know, there's plenty of people that are in the alumni network that have like lots of stories that they might want to share. So this could be a space where people can share their stories, write books, and then they can kind of like have a support network to help them, you know, either promote the story, like basically monetize their story. Like what I believe is that we should be in control of our own story, our narrative, and we can support each other without having to lean on another organization. So my goal is to be able to build like the structure for this to be able to happen.
That's right.
So like with Alexandra, she wants to write a book. So then I'm trying to be on her team, and I'm trying to be as supportive as I can to help her, you know, accomplish that goal. So like all these Zooms, like we record them. Eventually, like we'll have them edited, and you know, we'll turn it into something. So with Alexandra, one of the goals is to like create a portfolio for her, and like that portfolio can be kind of like, imagine someone writes a book, and then you go to this page, and then you can get to know all about them by, you know, seeing them at work, seeing them with their friends. You know, you can hear their story on audio. You can watch video, like basically like a page, a portfolio where you can get to know the person who's contributing. Then the next level after that, so some people are going to want to just share their story. Then the next level is some people are going to want to be supportive to other people. So maybe they don't want to share their story, but then they have a skill or they have some way that they can like benefit someone who is trying to share their story. So for me, I feel comfortable interviewing people. I feel comfortable helping people like with their social media, with their branding. So then I would offer my services to those that are wanting to be part of a team. And then that's like the next level. So I created so we have the Youth Build Alumni United page. Then I created a second page called Committee. Just basically, those are the people that completed the membership form. So if you complete the membership form, then I open up the committee page so then you can have access to the information that's on the committee page. And then the idea behind the committee page is supposed to be where if you want to be part of a team, that's where you would go join a team. So you'd see people, like these Zooms will eventually get uploaded to there. You'll see people talking, and then the people that you gravitate towards, then you can go ahead and ask them if you can be part of their team, or you know, vice versa. Then the next layer of participation is people that want to actually run a team. So let's say that you did the story yourself and you got like some content around that. You're helping other people with their projects, and it doesn't have to be just a story itself. It could be any project. Whatever you might need assistance with, whatever that might be. Others may have skills or resources that can benefit you. So then we can start working as a team. Now, what I'm calling the board of directors is like the next level of participation. And then what that means is that you want to manage a team. So like right now I have the time and the energy to focus on this. So then I'm making myself available to manage a team. So like at this moment, like the people that are wanting to be a part of it, then I'm willing to work with you. And then there's going to be, I assume over time, other people will also want to run teams. And it's not like you have to do all of them. You can just do one, not all. Like this is not about like telling people what to do. It's about how can we all do what we want and still lean on each other for resources. And then that's basically what I've come up until now. I'm open to like everybody's ideas, but this is how I can contribute. So I can contribute by helping people share their stories. I can contribute by being a team member. And if necessary, I can contribute by being a lead for people that want someone to lead them in a certain direction. And then this is like the starting point for how this page will unfold. So in addition to that, so this is gonna be for people that kind of want to contribute to the page. Another idea that, okay, well, let's stop it there. And then we'll go into the ideas later on after that. Does that make sense so far? Okay, do you want to add anything to that, Alexandra?
I'm kind of like right now, as far as my book, I'm still in the process of doing it, but his form of leadership, even though we're in partnership right now, his form of leadership right now is providing professional development skills for me, which we'll be working on towards a workshop, is one of my goals too, so that I can be able to present this attendance workshop for my students. In the meantime, I just became an administrator of the Youth Build Alumni page. So I'll be putting posts on there and keeping everyone updated with different things like that and stuff. I'm the one who kind of take notes for the meetings now and kind of try to organize the agendas, and then Julian will go over it. So we're not like giving each other duties. We're just kind of taking them as we're coming along and kind of building it. And I know as more individuals join us, we will start like splitting the different duties up. And then depending on what exactly someone else will be coming a part of with this for us, depending on what they're looking for and their expectations. But right now, that's kind of like aligns the reasons why I'm here.
In the first meeting that we had, when there was a larger group present, we kind of just talked a little bit of the transition from like whatever you wrote that I wrote about Youth Build, like them, shutting down the page and all that. And then basically after the first meeting, we decided to just focus on us. Rather than focus any energy on Youth Build or saying what they're doing is wrong or anything like that or whatever, basically we can just do our own thing. And then so it's been 2 weeks. This is the 2-week mark. And we've just been doing our own thing. I haven't been focusing any energy on getting like people to come on because I really want to focus on having a strong foundation. And I don't want to pressure anybody. Like, I know that people have busy lives. And so I'm just trying to create a space where we're going to build something and eventually people will show up. Like our next step from here, let's go to, do you have any questions, Sandra, about that so far?
No, not at the moment.
Okay. So the story of self, the story of us, and the story of now comes from, was it Malcolm Gans? Now I'm not gonna remember his name. Last name Gans, G-A-N-Z. And it's like an ideology or it's a way of organizing people. And the idea is that people come together and they come with stories. And together they can form teams to be able to share each other's stories, and then they can unite on some common goal or vision and be able to have actions back up whatever it is that they want to do in simple terms. So I'm just trying to run this page with that model, the idea that we can simply just collect a bunch of stories and be inspired from each other. Like that's like level one. We collect a bunch of stories and I can spend all day just listening to, friends of ours share their stories of self, transformation stories, success stories, funny story, whatever they want to share. So then that's where the idea comes to be able to take this approach. It's a tool for organizing. Now to take it to the next level, I know that that's not for everybody. So that's kind of like for the behind the scenes, for the people that are actually, okay, so look at it like the Youth Build Alumni page is like a platform. And then like this meeting and the Zooms are like the staff that are generating content to be able to upload to the internet so that we can have an impact on our audience. And because I know that the story of self, being part of a team is not for everybody, I think that the best thing that we could do is do a show. So I'm introducing an idea to do a show called Taboo Free Talk Show. And I just made the name up. So, but the idea behind the name is that let's talk about whatever you want to talk about. Like whatever you want to talk about is fair game. And then that show is going to be designed for the main audience, not necessarily for like the staff or the behind the scenes people. Like that show eventually will promote and we'll have like, that's going to be the idea like a TV show where we're going to host a show and like we'll have guests come on, panelists, and we'll just have open talk, about anything, money, sex, relationships, whatever people want to talk about, like create a space where people feel comfortable to express themselves. And I think for me, that's like the main event. That's like the big picture, is to be able to have a space where people can call in, or tune in and be able to express themselves openly and feel safe and secure that, that they're going to be heard, or at least be able to have a dialogue about whatever's on their mind. But to get there, I realized that we got to do some steps. So the reason I've been going live every day is because by me talking to Alexandra and whoever shows up, we're kind of talking out all the things that can potentially come up and be an obstacle so that we can kind of like plan for it. So I'm trying to use like some of what I've learned with with facilitation to be able to like train those that do want to interview, like how to facilitate conversations where we can be able to de-escalate like conflict, or, because if you have an open talk, like a free talk show, like anything can be said and, easily it can turn into arguments or whatever. So whoever's the facilitator, they have to be on point so that they can watch for that and be able to de-escalate when necessary. But yeah, that's it in a nutshell. The main goal is to be able to do a talk show that I'm thinking in the beginning, it could be monthly. Eventually it'll be weekly. And then in some future, it'll be daily. I'm not in a rush to get to daily. I have no problem. You work in app development, that takes time. Like anything like this takes time. So the team is like the most important part. Like who's the team? So that's why I want to focus enough attention on whoever's showing up rather than trying to get a large number of people to come on. I'm just going to sit here, continue to come every day, and then talk it out until we build enough momentum where then we can do a successful show. The next step that we've been talking with Alexandra is doing like a calendar for like the month of December, and then make a list of people that we want to interview. For this page specifically, I'm thinking of focusing on some of our friends, like maybe interviewing you, interviewing Ellie, interviewing people that we know, just to be able to get the ball rolling. Interviewing, teachers, people that have something to offer. So then we'll also be able to be building a library when people come to our page, then they can, see, all the interviews that we've done, and eventually that will build interest for people to want to see the show. So that's kind of the idea behind it. Any questions on that, or any feedback, or what are your thoughts?
So your plan is to have these live and record them and put them in the Facebook page.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes and yes. It's not limited to Facebook, because platforms come and go. But the idea is, my main focus is just to collect the data, collect the content, and then being able to take that content and run it through filters, run it through different, like make 4-minute clips, 30-second clips, leave long form for the audience to be able to choose, which. So for instance, on the Youth Build alumni page, I would mostly be interested in putting basically little clips of the interviews, so that then people can go to maybe a YouTube page to see the long form. But we're starting with Facebook because it's probably the easiest place to get organized in the group. Mm-hmm. And ultimately, I feel confident that if and when we are successful in doing this, it can be an opportunity to generate income for the group, where we can then choose how we divide it. Like, we don't have to necessarily run it through some other organization that has their own policies or whatever. We can, from the ground up, create the policies and on how we go about, splitting whatever we generate from this effort. Because for me personally, I think that economic empowerment is something that's been missing from some of the youth programs. So I know that everything else is great, but in real life, people got bills. And not being able to pay your bills leads to other things that can be negative. So.
One question I did have, you mentioned, okay, so there's Youth Build Alumni United. What's the other page?
Okay.
There's a community page, one, or is that the same one?
So this is all I did. The Youth Build Alumni United page is like the main page. And then out of the blue, basically I'm doing this live. I've been prepared for this moment. So the ideas come to me quick. And there's people participate at different levels. So there's the person that's just gonna sign up to the alumni page, and they don't have the time or the energy or the will to be a part of it any deeper, and that's cool. Well, you can just be a consumer. So the Youth Build Alumni United page is for the consumers. And then the committee page is just another Facebook group that I've been adding the people that actually complete the forms, the membership form. That's very hard to find on the Youth Build Alumni page.
Yeah, I don't know where I was looking. You mentioned that form several times, and I was like, okay, great.
Yeah, I'll tag you on. Alexandra, are you close to? Let me see if I'm on it. Where am I? Yeah, I think. Okay, I'm here.
It's about, and I see additional contact info, more info, general. I don't see it.
Well, I'm gonna just tag you on it, and then you can see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you change your name on the Facebook? It's not coming up. Oh, okay. Spell your last name for me, or is it Sandra Quell?
Yes, Quell.
It's not coming up. Oh, you probably. Let's see. Did you accept the invitation for it? Maybe not.
Let me see. No, I don't think so.
That might be it. So let's see.
You can just message me the link and I'll look at it, or on Messenger.
Oh, I'll just forward it to you.
Okay, yeah.
Even easier. Yeah. So then basically what I did was, okay, I was like, so if you took the time, I'll do it later. I'll make a note.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically what I did was, the people that took the time to complete the membership form, that shows a level of interest that's a little bit more than just accepting. Where is this at? That's a little bit more interest in just accepting the invite. So then I created that committee page saying, okay, so now that you completed that membership form, if you want to be part of a team, this would be the place that you can talk to other people who want to be part of a team without having to put that on the main page. And then we can focus the main page on the consumers. So like our friends and family that want to just go to the page to see people share their stories, or or whatever post that we see that's necessary. And then I was like, okay, so that committee page is where people can kind of meet up with other people and have a lower level of responsibility. They could be reliable. Like, we can count, if you're on the committee page, it's like, oh, we can count on you for something. And then the idea behind the board of directors is, okay, well, you want to take responsibility for something. So maybe you want to lead a team to focus on fundraising, or you want to lead a team to focus on recruitment, or you want to lead a team for whatever. And then those individuals that show interest in that then would join that page, in addition to be able to talk to other in quotation, directors or team leaders, so that they could work together. So that's kind of like the idea. It's almost like a funneling, kind of like a funnel almost. So you come into the Youth Alumni United page, you're a consumer, then you kind of want to do a little bit more, you go to the committee page, and then to the degree that you want to do more, you can go down the line. So, but yeah, does that make sense?
It's a tunnel.
Okay, any feedback, thoughts? Yes, no,
Yeah. So it's a tunnel to the top. You got the committee page, and you got the board. You got the Youth Alumni United page, and you got the committee page, and you got the board of directors, and it funnels up. And then beyond the board of directors, then you'll find the All Ages Alliance. This is an All Ages Alliance production. So that's a wrap. That was the first bi-weekly meeting. We'll catch the other 9 minutes maybe tomorrow. But yeah, so basically that's what this is all about. That was the goal. And I'm hoping that after hearing that, now I mean, you may want to join the committee. You may want to join the committee. Jay, you want to tune me out? So then that's a wrap. We about to get tuned out. Let me go ahead and stop the share. Here we are. All right.
Tune out, tune out, tune out. The Black Hair Party has presented the Real Talk Show, where we talk about friendship, love, and purpose. That was your host, JRX36, our special guest, Jacob,
Are you?
and we will see you next time. Take care now. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.